Welcome in, Chipola Nation. I'm Donnie Tyndall, head men's basketball coach here at Chipola College. Got a special guest with me here today, Miles Dlama. Miles is a 6'10", 240-pound freshman who's done an outstanding job for us so far this season. He's worked his way into the starting lineup. He's put on about 20 pounds of muscle since he's got here. He's been very coachable, although it's not always been easy, has it, Miles? Why don't you tell our fans with that big, loud, deep voice you have where you're from, maybe your high school playing career. I know you've played for your country in some international competition.
Yes,
Let them
sir.
know who you are and where you're from, Miles.
So my name is Miles Dlama, and I'm from Zambia. It's in the south of Africa. I started playing basketball not so long ago. I've been playing since 2020, and I didn't play in high school, but I feel like it's a gift from God that I can learn things fast. Yeah, and meeting like great coaches like Coach Tendo, yeah, helps me get way better and faster. Like I get better faster. Yeah.
So you've only played 4 years of organized basketball, right?
Yes, sir.
No high school basketball.
No, sir.
And here you are starting for a team that's top 10 in the country. That's pretty impressive and talks a lot about the work ethic you have to make yourself get better and improve. And I know you had some good coaches internationally and where you're from. And Miles had a unique situation. He came over last year and was going to play at an NAI school in the Atlanta area, right?
Yes,
Carver
sir.
College, is
Yes,
that
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
And the school unfortunately shut the program down, so he did not get to play his entire freshman year. He just had to, quote unquote, redshirt. And we found out about him, brought him over for a visit, and played well. And on your visit, you did play pretty well, I thought, right?
Yes, sir.
What made you think in your mind, I want to be part of this Chipola basketball program?
First of all, I was comforted. Like I was comforting. I was welcomed. Yeah, like you showed me love, and like it was hard. Like my visit, the workout and everything was hard. So I saw that it was a challenge, and I could get better coming Chipola.
And do you feel like you've gotten better?
I have.
And what do you think of your teammates so far? We've got a good group of guys. We currently sit 26-4. We won the Panhandle Conference Championship. So we've won. We've got to have some pretty good players, right?
Yes,
But what do
sir.
you think of them as people?
No, I feel they great people. Like they good people. They carry themselves well off the court and on the court as well. Like they disciplined. They coachable as well. Like it's good being around them.
It's good to be around them.
Yes, sir.
Now, the guys, you're pretty quiet around me. I don't hear you say a whole lot around me other than yes, sir, or no, sir, once in a while. But the guys say you got a comedian side to you. You're kind of funny. You like to crack jokes and talk some trash at the dorm. Is there any truth to that, Miles?
Nah, a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit. Yeah, but I'm really a quiet person. But yeah, when I get comfortable around people, so like my teammates are my family. You're my family, so I get talk a little bit like that.
Yeah. And who's the guy or a couple guys on the team that you've grown closest with?
I
Grace,
feel
probably?
like it's all of them. Like
Yeah.
I can't really say one specific person because I'll get along with everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, I know your teammates love you. They think the world of you. Obviously, you'd made great strides as a basketball player, but you're also a very good student. You know, all A's and B's in the first semester, did a great job in the classroom. When you finally got to Chipola at the end of the summer after making your decision and signing with us, once you've been here, say, a month or two, what's been the biggest, most pleasant surprise for you about this Chipola campus, community, basketball, our fans, whatever it may be?
All right, first of all, our professors are good professors. Like, they'll actually make sure you're doing good in class. Like, they'll make sure you're learning something. And
Yeah.
if you don't understand, we have help. Yeah, where I come from, that's rare. Yeah, then
So what he said, for those of you maybe had a hard time understanding him, the teachers here go out of their way to ask if he needs help. If he needs help, they get him set up with tutors, right? Different
yes,
things to make sure you're doing well. And he said in his country that's very rare. Give me another pleasant surprise or two.
yeah, then our fans as well, like they show us so much love. They'll get us food after games, sometimes after practice. Like that's something amazing. Like you coming from a hard practice, then you got some food. You got people that are trying to look after you, take care of you. Like that's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes,
Chipola is
sir.
a special place in that regard. We have fans, he was saying, that, will come to games or come to a practice, and maybe after practice get the guys a meal or some food that they've had catered in, and that goes a long way. Like you said, we have some tough physical practices, and to be able to have something to eat afterwards, a little extra on the stomach, doesn't hurt a big fella like you. That's probably why he's gained about 20 pounds. We're feeding him too good over here, right? All right, tell me this. What's the difference between Marianna, Florida, and maybe your home city where you grew up or where you were raised? Give me a couple differences, the biggest differences, Miles.
I feel like the difference is Mariana is smaller as compared to the city I grew up in.
And what was the name of the city you grew up in?
Dola,
Okay.
Ndola City.
Okay.
That's in Zambia and the Copper Belt province.
Yeah. Is it slower paced here or slower paced where you're from?
I mean, like, if I'm going to say like country, I'm gonna say it's slower where I come from. But like Mariana and my city, I'll say my city is faster.
Gotcha.
And
More,
Mariana is slower. The only difference that's there for real is like most African countries aren't developed. So like there's a few nice places,
Yeah.
there's a few developed places. So
Gotcha. So it's pretty undeveloped still in the area you grew up in, correct? Not developed as well.
not really. I can't really say that. Like where I grew up from, it's not undeveloped. It's developed, but like there's a few places like that in my country. Like
I got
this.
you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Interesting. Well, I always give the guys a chance to ask Coach DT a question. So you got a question for me? I always say nothing tricky or too hard, man. Anything you want to ask me that maybe our fans would want to know about?
Yeah, I got two questions for you.
Two.
My first question is about me. Like, so we're going to the state tournament, and we're gonna win, obviously, and we're gonna go to the nationals. But like, I want to know as you play, you as my coach, I want you to tell me like, how am I? What do you want me to do more? Like, what do you want me to do on the court?
Okay, so Miles asked, what does he need to do more? He says we're going to go win the state tournament. That's a pretty bold prediction, but I hope he's right.
I got confidence in my team and myself and my coaches. Like,
Good.
and we work hard for that. So I'm not just saying, we actually put in the work, and I feel like we are going to win.
Good. I like that. And to answer your question, which I think I give you about 3 hours a day of answers between film and practice, but here's what you need to do better. Now, are you listening?
Yes,
Because
sir.
it seems like 3 hours a day you haven't heard me. So we're going to get this straight right here in front of our fans. You need to block out
Yes,
and
sir.
rebound the ball with 2 hands every time.
Yes, sir.
You need to run the floor. You need to duck in big and call for the ball.
Yes, sir.
You need to trust your left hand around the rim. And you need to step up the free throw line and knock down those free throws for me.
Yes,
All right?
I got you.
How's that sound?
For sure.
All right, question number 2. I'll give him another one here.
Yeah, the second one, I want to know more about Coach Tony Tendo. So I want to know, like, if you never played basketball or coached basketball, what would you be doing?
Whew,
Like, do you have an idea? Like,
he said, well, if I didn't play basketball or never coached basketball, what would I be doing? And that's a hard question because basketball has been my life literally since 4th grade. My mom used to say I should be a pastor at a church if I didn't coach basketball. I've grown to love deep sea fishing, so I said, well, maybe I'd be a charter fisherman and take boats out and fish all day, every day. But I really don't know what I would do. Basketball has been such a big part of my life for so long, Miles. I got my college degree in teaching, so I plan to teach high school basketball or coach high school basketball and teach history. But ended up not doing that. So that's a great question. That may be one of the toughest questions I've had. I'd have to give that some more thought, but I think it would probably start something where I was still teaching youth. Maybe it's running a recreation facility, a YMCA, where we could still get kids from the community involved and impact lives in that manner. So anyway, good question. I'll have to give that some more thought. But Miles has had an outstanding year for us, just a freshman. He's continued to grow and develop. And we'll ask one more question here before we head out. Give me your individual goal as we head down the stretch to the state tournament and hopefully national tournament, and a collective team goal that you have to finish this season up, my man.
All right, so my individual goal, I just want to keep getting better as we go to the nationals, and I really want to win. It's a collective goal as well, but individually as well, I want to win. I want to be part of a winning team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then collective, I feel like everyone, we just want to win. We want to win. We put in the work, so.
Yeah, so just continue to win, hopefully a state title,
yes, sir.
Hopefully a national title.
Yes, sir. Continue to play hard, have the right mindset, get my grades, keep my grades the same way, keep going to class, be a better person off the court,
Good. Sounds like Miles Dlama's got it figured out, Chipola Nation. Improve in the classroom, improve on the floor, and keep winning. It's a pretty good formula for success, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, look, we appreciate you all year long joining us. We've got a couple important things to tell you. 3 o'clock on Wednesday, the 13th, we open up first game against Indian River. We're the 3 seed, they're the 6 seed. We only lost 4 games all year, and one of them was to Indian River early in the season, so we know we have our work cut out for us. We're certainly a different team from then to now, and they certainly are too. They've had a couple injuries as we have, so both teams have changed, but both teams are still playing very well. We hope that you'll come to Niceville. It's at Northwest Florida, 3 o'clock, Wednesday the 13th. If we win, we'll play on that Friday the 15th. Obviously, opponent is still undetermined, so we'll see how that sorts itself out. But first things first, big game Wednesday. We've had great fan support all year long, traveling to our road games. We hope we'll have a great contingent of fans follow us out there. And again, we just want to thank all our fans, our boosters, the community, the campus community for all you've done all year long. We appreciate you a ton, and go Indians.